to take another or a great tour of the house, if you have any jackets or any bags you want to leave here, perfectly fine. But come right this way, real quickly, before I forget, all the equipment that you need will be right here. I call this base camp, so you can come as low as you please. Everything you need will be spread out on this table. All right, let's go ahead and follow.
Oh, there's a meter too. We're going somewhere? Yeah, we're going somewhere.
A lot of pieces of furniture are authentic at the time and not utilitarians. So we did the best we could to replicate the furniture. Now, long story short, the city of San Diego came in and stole a bunch of stuff, but story for another day. But a lot of the furniture is still quite old, but some pieces are authentic. So some pieces did belong to the Whaleys, such as this desk. That was his personal top hat, and Mr. Whaley had his books, even his papers. The reason why we're happy this desk is here is because it can be used as a conduit for his writings. So you can take a piece of equipment, put it on this table, and try to communicate with Mr. Whaley. Just don't sit on the chair, of course. One of the reasons why this house is so haunted is there was a lot of tragedy and death inside this very house. But the first of the Whaley family to pass away in this house was that young man right there. His name was Thomas Whaley Jr. This is the only known picture we have of him. He was 18 months old when he passed away. If you would like to read about him, there's a little pocket right there. He passed away upstairs in the nursery. Passed away of scarlet fever. Some guests have claimed to hear babies cry, a baby's laughter, a baby's pitter patter, crawling up and down the hallway. Well, all of that is heard and seen upstairs. All right, so this is the general store in a nutshell. One last note about this room: if you ever smell cigar smoke, that means Mr. Whaley is close by. Nothing in this house has an aroma. So if you smell cigar smoke or even a French perfume, Mr. Whaley is close by or Mrs. Whaley is close by. So keep that in mind. All right, so we're going to go into the dining room and filter around at the table. Who wants to lead us in? There you go. All right, you're ready. I like it.
Always ready. It is every week. Dude, Anna.
All right, welcome to the dining room. You'll notice the dimensions of the table are lower to the ground, and even the dimensions of the doorknobs. The average height for the males back in the 1800s is about 5'2" to 5'5". Females is about 4'9". So
I feel so tall.
exactly. So the tables are lower to the ground. So my wife always says this house is built for her because she's about 4'9". So anyway, welcome to the dining room. There are three prominent spirits inside this room: Mr. Whaley and Mrs. Whaley. Mrs. Whaley loved to cook. Mr. Whaley loved to eat. But the third spirit, who is generally in this room, pardon my light, is that little girl right here. She was 3 years old. Her name was Marion. That's a little plaque right there of her. Her name. She's on the wall. She was one of the grandchildren of the Whaleys. She loved to visit from time to time. She did not pass away in this house. She passed away up in Oceanside. But she did pass away at 3 years old. 3 years old of poisoning.
Oh.
She loved to help her grandmother cook from time to time. And she loves to be in this very room because she is still here helping her grandmother cook. She loves to also play under the table. I have seen her play with the cat ball. She loves to play with the dowsing rods and other pieces of equipment. So if you're in this room, call out to Marion, and who knows, maybe she'll be responsive.
So why did you get poisoned?
So it was part of the Kellogg cereal. She thought she was eating breakfast, and it just was a poison batch. In fact, there's sorry, I'm shining my light in your face, sorry. There's a replica jar right there of what she had.
That's disgusting.
Absolutely. So can't even imagine how big the world is.
How does anyone get poisoned?
so that's this room in a nutshell. We're gonna head to the theater. Go this way, take an immediate right up the stairs.
Okay, which way?
Oh, thank you.
So this right here is a picture of Violet Whailey. And I'm going to talk about her in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, poor Violet.
And that is Anna. That is one of the daughters as well.
Yeah.
So these two actually married at the same time. This one actually married her first cousin. This one married a jerk, and I'll talk about.
Yeah, a jerk.
Talk about him later.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So we're going to head up the staircase. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah, they're famous.
Exactly. Watch your step. They can be quite steep.
They're famous, like. Oh yeah. Excuse me.
Welcome to San Diego's first commercial theater. There's a lot of theaters in San Diego, but this was the very first one, the OG, if you will. Now, even though there is a rope, you're welcome on the stage. Just be careful, there's a lot of obstructions, curtain and a sign to kick and all that. Don't sit on that chair, of course, but you're welcome to be on the stage. Start over. Opening night, there's 150 people inside this area room.
Oh.
It's not a very big room. It did help, though, that there was a window where those pictures are, and there was a staircase that went down to the street, so guests were filtering in the main hallway. But nonetheless, it's not a very big room, but 150 guests nonetheless. 17 days after the opening show, the theater operator, his name was Thomas Tanner, passed away backstage. Thomas Tanner is still in this very room. When the tour starts, typically he hides behind that curtain. He can be quite shy, but then later on he will come out and typically he'll stay in that corner or possibly the back corner. In addition, Mr. Whailey will make an appearance. He also had his girlfriend. Her name was Pam. Now Pam, I'm not going to tell you where she is in this room. We'll talk about that later. I want you to tell me, because a lot of guests will feel Pam. But you'll have Thomas Tanner, Pam, Mr. Whailey, and they love to do burlesque shows. So if you use the spirit box, sometimes you'll hear music. That's the show going on. This is one of the most active rooms in the house. It's one of my favorite rooms. I love to just sit where you are, put some equipment on the stage, and just take it in. So that, again, San Diego's first commercial theater. Now, we are going to head into the master bedroom. There are only two ways to go inside the bedroom. You can do it my way, you can apply for a job, or you can take this tour. So if you do the evening tour or the daytime tour, you'll stop by the banister, but you do not go inside. Tonight, you can go inside the tour, or the master bedroom, and that's another part of taking this tour. So come right this way.
You already know. Huh? You already know. Huh? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Somebody said that.
Tanner. Yeah, Tanner is here, big time, behind me. Ooh. Let me see. Oh, I just saw something.
Welcome to
This way.
the master bedroom, which is also one of the most active rooms in the house. And I do recommend taking advantage of this one time throughout the night, because again, the only time you're allowed in this room is taking this room.
Oh, wow.
Again, don't lay on the bed. If you have to get a nap, that's fine, just lay on the ground. But you are welcome to put equipment on the bed or any other piece of furniture that you see. You can put some equipment on it, just be careful. I did mention a lot of this furniture is not authentic to the Whaleys, but some pieces are, such as this desk. This desk did belong to Mrs. Whailey herself.